Alright folks, welcome to episode 22 of the Wee Podcast. Phil here with Clarky.
Hello.
Today we're going to throw some mind-boggling stuff at you, so get ready, strap yourselves in, and if you want to let us know any of your thoughts on these, then please do in the comments below.
Let's go.
Well, you got any mind-boggling stuff for me, Clarky?
Yeah, I've got a brilliant one that I'm going to start with that anybody in their 20s is going to be terrified to hear.
I'm excited.
You ready?
Yes.
So, this one is really scary, and I know you hate talking about this sort of thing, but
Alright.
do you realise that in 2 years, 30 years ago will be the 90s?
That is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't really like that.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Skip that one.
Yeah. Isn't that
just not nice.
it's so scary?
30 years ago?
2 years. It'll be 2020. And then, technically, 30 years previous to that will be 1990.
It's like all NSYNC and all those boys back in the day, Backstreet Boys and all them boys.
30 years ago, I just like, oh my goodness, I swear, like, whenever you read that, you're like,
Well, in 20 years would be half a century.
what do you mean?
Well, 30, that's just crazy.
Yeah. But like, in like,
That's awful. Like,
20
when you think of like the 90s, you're like, that's only like 5 years ago.
yeah, in like 22 years, it'll be 50 years ago. Yep. That's mad, isn't
That
it?
can't be right. Like,
That's pure mad. Because like,
it doesn't seem like that long ago, because we're still like referring things now to the 90s. Like, you're a
Exactly.
90s kid, 30 years ago.
yeah, no, like, legitimately, like, because I think at some point in your life, you just sort of, you're like, okay, I'm like, mentally this age
Yeah.
forever, even though your body continues to age. You're still
I'm pretty
like,
sure that's a thing, though. Is it not like people say it online? Like, whenever they reach like 22, 23, they're like, that's my age for life now.
pretty much.
But then whenever they can reach like 7, you're like, oh, I can't be 23 anymore, kind of. So that's
I
it.
I don't know. I just thought, like, honestly, like 30 years. Like, we're saying that as if 30 is old. It's not particularly old, but it's just a scary age to reach whenever you still feel like you're like early 20s.
Yeah, like it is quite scary. Like, I mean, I'm sure if you were to say it to someone like of age, you'd be like, really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's
I was
mad.
only 65 years ago. What is he now? 93? Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Mad. I thought that was a pretty scary one. We'll start off with probably the worst. That was probably the worst one I found.
I'm not really a big fan of those sort of things, like you said. I don't really.
It's the big fear, isn't it?
Yeah,
Big fear.
it's the big fear of getting old. We're not getting old. Like, we're still quite young, but we're still. Well,
2 years away from being born, almost 30 years ago.
that's kind of scary. Like,
Yeah, like we won't be 30, but
no, but we'll still be in that. We'll still be in that period of being that age.
it's mad.
That's right. Whenever we reach like 30th birthday, we'd be like, nope,
Yeah,
not allowed. But then people
No.
are like scared of getting old, though.
I don't mind.
It's a part of life, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind. But that
Do
was
apologise for all the sniffling today.
a wee bit of the touch of the hay fever.
We touched the hay fever of the day. Yeah,
Hey.
it's not good.
You got some?
I've got a wee one here. It's not really much like. It's not really mind-boggling, like, but is it crazy how saying sentences backwards creates backwards sentences saying how crazy it is?
That's literally just the same thing. Just and if you read that backwards, that reads exactly the same.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's annoying.
Read it again.
That was hard without even like I was like trying to breathe at the same time. I was like, is it crazy how saying sentences backwards creates backwards sentences saying how crazy it is?
That's so weird.
It's annoying. It's like one of those, what do you call it? It's like Peter Pipe the Pickled Pepper person, whatever that is.
Alliteration.
Yeah, but it's just
Is that a palindrome? Is like a numbers the same thing backwards? You flip it.
yeah, you would say that, like, wouldn't you? But it's just it's like, it doesn't seem like that whenever you're reading it.
Yeah.
Then whenever you read it, you're like, oh, like,
Yeah.
I hate these things because some people have obviously like looked too much into these, and you're like I'm happy they've spent the time and doing these, like, but at the same time I'm sort of like, what are you doing?
That's like the alphabet where you can fit all of the letters in one sentence. You know the sentence?
No.
The quick brown fox
Oh,
jumps
yeah.
over the lazy dog. That's every single letter in the alphabet in one
Yeah.
sentence.
Well, that's actually used quite a lot in an awful lot of like teaching English and stuff, to like.
Yeah, I think so. That's where I actually learned it. It was in English. That this has every single letter. And then she was like, "Oh well, figure it out. Prove that it doesn't." And everyone was like, "I will." And then you start crossing it off. You're
A,
like,
B, C.
yeah,
Don't
legitimately.
know why. Why do you do that as well?
What?
Whenever you say like, see, whenever you're like thinking about the well,
The
obviously
alphabet?
not anymore, but like whenever you were like a kid
Mhm.
and like you were still like sort of like in English or something,
Yeah.
and it was like what's like the fourth letter? A B C D E. Because the way that's the way you're taught. You go A B C D E F G H I.
Yeah. Like, why is the
A, B, C,
alphabet in
D.
order?
Yeah, but what?
It doesn't need to be in that order, but it is.
But why is it also on that tune all the time as well?
Twinkle
No-
Twinkle Little Star.
Yeah,
It's the same song.
yeah, I know, but why?
Yeah.
Why is it? Why does it have to be on that tune? When you go A B C D. You know?
Probably because whenever you were a child, like as in like a real like young baby, you were sang that song, probably, or you heard it like a million times. So like you're conditioned to know that tune already. So just change out those words and put in these letters, and hey, you've learned something new. That'd be my
Maybe.
guess. I don't
Maybe.
know.
It's just strange. I'd rather like to see like A B C D, like the alphabet done like Rain and
A
Blood by
rap.
Slayer or something. A B C.
Just the kids are like terrified of letters, alphabet soup.
So there's number soup and all as well. No? Or number spaghetti.
to
whatever
learn
it
while
is.
eating as well.
Oh, I can spell my own name out.
I've got a cool. That's a cool thinker, right? So, how many wild birds do you think you've seen twice? So, obviously, you'll see like a pigeon and be like, pigeon. But have you seen that pigeon before?
I've never went half pigeon. Never in my life have I went half pigeon.
Look at the pigeon.
Oh.
Or like, oh, look at the
Flying rat.
Look at the wee robin out in the back garden. Like, does that robin come back to your back garden every year, or does it like have a holiday home next door? You know, do you see
Suppose
that?
it-
Or does it die? Does it get killed?
That's just grim now. Suppose you could always test by like putting a wee what do you call it to its foot.
A tag?
Yeah.
I suppose they do that.
Well, the
don't
only
they?
thing is,
National Trust.
I was just thinking of putting that little, you know, the little bread things that covers the bread, just wrapping that around
That'll
it, and
probably
see if it
fall
comes
off.
back. Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird thing to think about.
Yeah. Because
Never
you
seen the
really
wild
have
bird
no way
twice.
of telling. Like, have you seen Paul the Pigeon more than once?
Well,
Probably not.
what if you named it though?
What do you mean?
I don't know, like called it Billy, and it came.
Put a wee collar on it.
Yeah,
Bye.
not a real, not like actually named it, but like if you like called it Billy, and it was like flew over to you and stuff. But then again, birds would be
I
like,
think pigeons are that smart.
no, well, not pigeons,
Not
but
specifically
robins.
that bird, but any bird. That's a weird. Any wild animal, actually. That's actually, it doesn't just say for birds. Any animal you've seen, like, oh, look at that wee rabbit at the bottom of the garden, the wee hedgehog at the bottom of the garden. Like, you probably haven't seen Henry again. That's why I call the hedgehog.
Henry the Hedgehog,
Yeah. Or Spike.
Spike,
What would you prefer?
Spike.
Okay. Well, you probably haven't seen Spike since. Or does he just come back every year? He's like, oh, Phil has the best worms in his garden.
Oh yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that. I don't know. It's a weird thing to think about.
Yeah, because like
'Cause
they
there's
have
no-
absolutely no.
Unless they've got like some sort of distinct feature that you can tell them apart, but
Spike has no spikes. He's a
well,
bald
that's
hedgehog.
just- no, well, obviously not. But then again, there's other bald hedgehogs. Like, I don't know.
Not very common, but that's a weird. It's
It's
a
a-
weird thought.
it's
Because
a
I was
weird
like,
thing
yeah,
to
'cause I
think
have
about,
absolutely no idea whether you've seen the same thing twice.
You'd like to hope so, because then you'd be like, I'm one with animals. You'd be like Doctor Doolittle.
Doctor Doolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got one here, right?
Yeah.
You know, like things are like priced at like $9.99, $4.99.
Yeah.
It says here, right? So if you're prepared to pay $9.99 for something,
Yeah.
you'd be prepared to pay 10
Probably.
quid for it as well. You'd also be prepared to pay 10.01, 10.02, and so on. So where does it stop when you're always prepared to pay an extra penny or dollar or whatever or cent or whatever?
Is it the same item?
Well, no, but
Do you know what I mean? So like, if it's
well, if you're gonna buy like a microphone for like $45.99,
yeah,
you're gonna pay 46.
yeah,
You're gonna
probably.
pay 46.01.
Yeah. But
46.02.
eventually, it will get to the point where I'm like, well, it's definitely not worth $70 or whatever.
Depends on what it means to you, though.
Well, I suppose that's fair. It'll depend.
Like,
on
if
how
say
much
if someone
money
to
you
you
have.
was like, here's a Marvel magazine, like the only one of its kind, $99.99,
Okay.
and then the bids started going up by 1p's and 1p's and 1p's, and then eventually kept going up to 10, 20, 30,
It'll
40
probably
dollars.
eventually be that I don't have enough money for it.
What if money was no object, though?
Oh, now we're into Alan Watts territory.
I'm just saying. Does it ever stop? Is there any point where, like, suppose if you had like 20 quid, you would be like, no, it's 20 quid with 1p. Don't think I'll do that.
Well, it's literally, it comes to a point where you just don't have the
And
money.
the money to
but
pay
like,
for it. But
if-
it's not about the money you got to pay for it. It's like, where would you stop?
What?
Like £10, 5p.
I don't know.
$9.99.
That comes down to a logical point of like, okay, I've got this bill and this bill and this bill. I've got this much left over, and that is
But that's not. It's not about the money.
it
It's
is.
about where you would stand if it was like £9.99. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's £10.5. That's okay. £10.20. That's okay.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, so eventually you're gonna be like,
that's
okay,
fine.
it's up by like £3. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I sort of had that on eBay before.
Or
Where
like bids.
yeah, where like
bids.
someday I'll like outbid me and I'll be like, no,
It's not worth any more.
yeah,
than
whatever they're paying for it, that's fine. They can pay that. I'm not
that.
doing
Yeah.
that. But it depends on the item because there's some things I would fight for. But I know what you mean. It's a weird question. Like,
But there are when you look at Freddos now, people are still paying the same like 5p for
what,
Freddos.
Freddos?
Yeah.
Oh, then I want like 20p.
Yeah.
Or football stickers. Have you seen the price increase in those?
No.
Holy crap. So I've collected the 2014 World Cup and the 2016 Euro,
Uh-huh.
and I'm now collecting the 2018 World Cup. Finished both books, and they were 50p for 6 stickers.
Right.
Right? So what do you think's a reasonable price for, like, based on those 50p for 6 stickers? Like, what would you say is like a reasonable increase?
Well, that's quite a lot of money for 6 stickers, I think.
Okay, but let's put that aside.
Well,
Okay.
it depends on how many you get in a pack, though.
Well, see, now what they've done is they've reduced it to 5.
5 in a pack.
Yeah.
For 50p still.
No.
They've increased the price but decreased the amount you get in it.
Yes.
So it's what, like 70p?
80.
80p
80
for 5 stickers.
Yep.
That's near a quid, like.
Yep.
For 5 stickers.
Yeah.
And how many stickers? Well, how many places
are in
would
the
it-
book?
In the book, about 100 odd, 200. I don't know. I don't know.
670
That's nuts. That's a lot of money.
roughly. Yeah.
That's a lot of
And
money.
obviously you can't get the same. Yeah, you're not guaranteed.
You get the same person in the pack like 4 times in a row.
Like I bought 5 the other day, £4, right? So I bought 5 packs the other day, and got 2 people.
Did you buy 5 packs because it would come to an even number?
But you know, it's still £1.50 more than I would have paid 2 years ago. And inflation has not went up that much. But anyway, it hurts to spend it, but I do want to finish the book. But basically,
that's a lot of dough to
Yeah.
spend on a book.
yeah,
That you
it's a
you're
lot.
literally going to look and go, well, that's an accomplishment. And then,
It's nice. It's good to finish, and I like having them. But basically, I bought these 5 packets. Right, there's a player from Argentina who I have a double of.
right.
I got 2 of them in 5 packets. So I now have 3 doubles, if that's even considered a double. I have 3 of this guy now. Have a guy in the book. Got another 2 of him as well.
That's
so out
crazy.
of 25 stickers, I needed 21. I think. So technically one of those packets, just under one of those packets, was
Irrelevant.
completely pointless.
That's ridiculous. Like for 80p as well.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, does that mean you would pay the money for the like people on FIFA then as well?
No. I can't keep them after the game disappears. I've still got the World Cup book from 4 years ago, like full, and then I've still
They're
got.
probably in immaculate condition as well.
Unfortunately not.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
dear.
really upset about it. Whenever we were moving house,
Stop talking about it.
I didn't get the
No need to talk about it
my
now.
own stuff, and I got busted.
No.
Well, it got bent. I didn't get busted. I got bent. Which
Ah, that's even worse though.
yeah. So as you know, I hate cracks and spines of books, and this one has a crack in the spine. It's actually an embarrassment, really, that happened to my book, but it did. The Euros one's in great condition,
Yeah,
but
but
the other one isn't.
World
so-
Cup though, that's better than the Euros.
Yeah, so this year's in mint condition. It's being kept very carefully.
You see FIFA 18's actually getting the World Cup for free as
for
well.
free. Yeah, I'm
it's
really
kinda
excited
cool.
about that. Be good.
Oh, good for you. I'll be
But,
getting PES 2018. I will be.
Why?
Because it's free.
On what?
A Game Pass.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
No. Man red, man blue. No.
God love them. Probably has to love Ruud van Nistelrooy still playing for them.
Probably.
For Christ's sake.
Probably. Yeah, sorry, go on. You go.
Is it Michael?
No, my go. Apologies. Right, so.
Yeah, it's all about your money and you spend 80p on bloody football cards
I know.
to get none.
That's the worst.
I think it's hilarious.
That's the worst. But there's a hashtag on Twitter. You can find other people that are trading. Got need.
Got need.
Got need. Because you know you go through stickers like got need,
Yeah.
need. Yeah. So it's, the hashtag's got need, and you can like click on it. I follow people and stuff that we've
Oh
traded in
my
previous years,
goodness me.
and we still trade. Like we just send them in the post. We trade stickers, but it saves you money. Like there comes to a point where you don't buy them anymore. And my point is where I get like 3 packs that are completely doubles, all of them, And I'm like, right, that's enough. You know, that's too many.
Yeah.
I'm just wasting money now. So I just trade. And then you can complete the book by buying like the last 50 you need or whatever. So like as in, but it's like their 16p a sticker. I think they charge you like 18 or 20p per sticker, but you can just finish the book that way if you want to.
That's a lot of that. That's like stamp collecting.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah, it is. I never thought of that.
That's terrible.
Well, it's irrelevant. It's good fun.
It's not good fun. I don't know. I used to do it ages ago, and then I don't know why. You just get like those shiny stickers, like
Yeah.
and then you put it in, and you're like,
There's really cool shinies in this at the very back. It's like the legends.
oh right.
So it's like the top goal scorer, the players who won it, like Pele, and then
Yeah.
there's like all the winners. There's like the first winners were like Uruguay.
But you can't battle with them.
You can hit someone with it.
Over
No.
the book and the
In real
sticker. Just slap a sticker in their forehead.
Got you. You're shit. Yeah. So
You can't battle with them. You can battle like Pokemon cards and stuff, but
yeah, unfortunately, but it's just a wee fun thing to do.
Yeah, I
Yeah, as
suppose.
you say, fair point. I'm happy to pay a 30p increase for 1p less sticker. One what? One 30p 30p increase. 30p increase for one less sticker. But I was just saying, yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
So
we-
apparently, that was the worst English ever.
oh Christ.
So alright, I'm gonna go on to mine now. So
Okay.
one I have here, it's sort of a wee mind bendery one. It's good though. So you are to yourself what your thoughts are, but you are to others what your actions are.
I think we've actually talked about this.
Have we?
Pretty sure we have.
What, on this? On the podcast?
Yeah, in the podcast. Yeah.
Have we? Well, no, it's a good
Like a
point.
while ago, like.
Well, I still like it. It's cool. It's like
That's-
you
yeah.
are only what you think you are, but everybody else, you are what you do.
Yeah, it's just based on your actions. It's how they perceive you.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like you could think one way and do something else, and then everybody else would think you're that thing, even though you're like, well, I don't actually agree with that.
But then if you're true to yourself, then you shouldn't be any different.
Exactly. But some people aren't.
But I get
honestly.
told all the time that I'm different.
By who?
Loads of people. Like from school and stuff. You're like, oh, you're very different.
Maybe you just didn't know me then.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't
It's
agree.
like I don't remember you in school being that way. Being what way?
What way am I being?
You're a headbanger now, aren't you? What? What's that? What's a headbanger?
Yeah, people with sticker books.
Just walk about and look at Ronaldo, smack you in the face. Like I don't know, people are weird.
I remember you sticking stickers on people's foreheads. That's a new thing.
I don't remember that.
It costs a fortune, by the way.
You ever been told you've been different?
Yeah, a lot of people. In fact, funny story. So, a guy came into work on Friday. A load of people were off, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll go and see what's going on." So I was like, "How can I help you?" He's like, "I want to renew my insurance." I was like, "Right, no problem." So I took his money.
How'd you do with it?
Yeah, well, no. I took the money off and then was like, "Yeah, no problem, that's you." And then he was like, "I'm just going to cross the road. Here's a tattoo artist across the road. I'm just going to cross there." And I was like, "All right, yeah, he's brilliant." It's like, "You like tattoos, do you?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." "You don't look like somebody with tattoos." I get that all the time. All the time.
But that's by strangers though.
Yeah, but even like, you know, whenever I got my like original ones, like family, I'd be like, "I never would have thought you'd be the one to get."
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? I wonder.
I don't know. Do I look like that? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I suppose you just don't know any different. So
Well, people don't. I never understood like why people go, "Ah, you don't look like you're the type to get tattoos." Oh, you like metal music, do you?
you don't look like a type. You know,
Because you don't have
weird.
long hair and a beard. Oh,
It's- I don't know, but yeah, that's what I would get. I wouldn't get people being like, "Oh, I didn't think you were like that." I didn't think you would do that.
yeah. No, well, people didn't really know me in school anyway. Like, I mean, I listened to metal stuff, but it wasn't like I didn't go around with my phone blaring it.
This is what I'm listening.
This is what I'm listening to, lads. Wave your hands in the air if you care about it.
to. Yeah,
But yeah, that's just the weird. Yeah, I don't know.
there you go.
That's kind of strange.
That's pretty much that aspect of mine. So yeah.
I do have tattoos actually. Do you want to see them? One's on my arse. Do you want to see them? I've got one here as well. Actually, you know the Matrix the film.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if your world was like the simulation in the Matrix, right? Is there any way you can prove to anyone but yourself? What is this? What is this sentence?
Go.
This is a terrible sentence. Is there any way you can prove anyone but yourself is even real? There you go.
See, to be honest, yeah, I have thought that after I watched The Matrix. I only watched The Matrix recently, the all three.
But
of
you
them.
said you think about like if you watch like a film, like even Interstellar stuff, you're like,
Yeah, like
Is there other realities out there?
probably.
Strange though. Could you imagine if in another reality, the amount like the ratio of like us doing a podcast in a different world?
Yeah.
They're called the podcast we, which is a French podcast. The podcast, yes, we.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Could you imagine the likelihood of that?
Yeah. Like I have.
Or
you'd
you'd have the beard and the long hair and I have the glasses.
Oh fuck.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, it would be weird. No, it is something I thought before. Like that. You know, it comes down to your perception of things. You like if somebody else doesn't have that, like if I go up to you tomorrow and was like, look, well, you're not real, and I am real, and if I answer a payphone, I'm out.
Bye bye.
Like you would be like,
oh, I'm
what?
dead then.
What?
Well, the thing is, if that was the case, you would leave and all of us would be around. We'd all be dead. Then.
Yeah. Like, have you seen Westworld?
No.
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 I've just watched the first episode, right? But I won't spoil anything for you. But there's a bit where a wee boy like walks up to a woman and is like, "You're one of them, aren't you?" And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "You're not real." But like she doesn't know she's not real.
Oh, she hasn't found out yet.
Yeah. Like
Right,
well,
okay.
it's not like she just like they don't know they're robots.
Oh.
They think it's real.
So they're robots then.
We know they are.
I don't know that.
We do now.
Well, spoiler alert.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's really hard to tell who is and who isn't because they're so perfectly made.
Well, they're just people.
Well, they are in real life.
Yeah.
But like in the thing, like there's no like
Yeah, there's no like things to give them away.
like odd movements around, you know,
Yeah.
like. But yeah. So like
like
that.
being the robot.
Yeah. So like there's like to her, like she's like, well, of course I'm real. You know.
Well, I suppose in an Android sort of thing, and now like so they're making them to the point where they're like, well,
Weird.
I'm a real thing, I'm a
Yeah.
real person. It's like
They are basically sentient, but it's weird. But like, it's just that exact. I know exactly what you mean. Like trying to convince someone it is physically impossible because they're gonna be like, well,
you're a joke.
you need to go to Hyde Bank or something.
Maybe could you imagine? You know, all the people in like mental hospitals and stuff are actually correct, and we're all not.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like I always used to think. Now this might be a bit of a strange thing, but I always used to think like, how do we know that people that didn't like hear God speaking to them? How do we know they just didn't have mental illnesses?
Yeah.
You know.
And then there's also another thing, like, do superheroes exist?
Good point.
You never
We
know.
wouldn't know.
Should look at Uri Geller, the guy who bends spoons with his mind.
I've never seen that.
No,
No.
he's an idiot. But
Does it work?
I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I mean, I have no idea. He does it on cameras. He's like with a spoon. Just looks at it and goes.
Weird.
But
No,
there
I've never
could
seen that.
genuinely be people out there that have like super things going on.
Telekinesis.
Well, they could have telekinesis, but they could have
I
like.
would love to have superpowers.
So there was those things as well that people have had like have been struck by lightning and stuff, and they could have like weird things with metal objects and stuff.
Cool. If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Don't ask me this question.
No.
I don't know.
If you could be an Avenger, who would you be?
Well, recently Aaron tagged me in a thing on Facebook about the birthdays.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was Hulk.
Oh,
So
yeah, I noticed that. Who was I? Thor. I
you're
was
Thor. Yeah, so you got God, and I'm a idiot.
Well, no, you're a genius.
I can't.
Banner.
Maybe I shouldn't say anything actually, because if we've seen the film, so for anyone that
Ah.
hasn't seen it, yeah,
Okay, yeah, let's stop.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably be Thor. Yeah, I love Thor.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
I think
But
I'd
not
be
that
Cap-
Thor.
I think I'd be Cap.
I'd be my own Thor.
I think I'd be Captain America.
Would you?
Yeah. He's
Dunno.
cool. Although I don't know. It's
Is
between
Chris
Thor-
Evans Captain America's cool?
Yeah. He's between. It's for me. It's between Cap and Thor for sure.
Well, you can't be Thor now, so
Well, I'm Thor. Shut up.
well, you could just different realities and stuff.
So you've copied my beard.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. Actually, shh, shh. Can't be saying any of this stuff. It's a spoiler.
Sorry, go on. Sure, go.
It's not Michael.
It is.
It's The Matrix.
I keep forgetting. I'm the worst.
You're terrible at this.
Okay, let's just see. So, this one's a wee bit of a strange one because this will lead into something I can tell, but at some point your parents put you down and then never picked you up again.
Sad.
But then that goes into the whole thing. Like, eventually, you're gonna do something for the
The
last,
last
time. Like
time.
you're gonna go upstairs, you're gonna take your coat off, you're gonna put a cup down, you're gonna wash the dishes, whatever, and you're never gonna do that again. Like, and it doesn't particularly mean you're gonna die as such. It just means, like, for example, at some point, whenever my granny had Alzheimer's, basically there was a point where she stopped doing things, but was
Yeah.
still alive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? She just never did it again,
Yeah.
which is weird.
It's kind of sad, like that is a sad aspect of it, like, but I mean, there are happier aspects that you could literally
You could
Be
never
lucky.
have to do chemo again,
Yeah.
or you could never, like, it's just a strange thing to think that at some point something you do will be the
Gonna
last
end,
time you
yeah.
ever do it. And as you say, sometimes it could be good, or sometimes it could be just that you have outgrown it or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, so at some point during your life, you put down your favorite childhood toy and never touched it again.
Yeah.
Wow.
don't do this.
So at some point, stretch.
You
is
just
put down.
you just traumatized me that the 90s are 30 years ago, and now you're telling me that I've neglected my toys for all these years. Like,
I'm so sorry,
yeah,
stretch.
I have to go back. he's probably a big bundle of flour somewhere, or whatever it is has been put in him. Like, but that's kind of sad.
It's mad, isn't it? It's a really weird thought.
Well, I haven't played football in a long time,
Yeah.
but it hasn't. It'd probably be the last time I play football.
No, it won't be the last time. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, there's certain wee things like that. Like, you know,
Imagine watching TV
you
for the
come
last
up with
time.
a really good point the other day. Whenever you said at some point you will go somewhere and never go back.
Yeah.
That's a really weird one. Like, I'll probably never go to some of my old jobs. I will never walk into that building ever again in my life.
Yeah.
Or
But
I
it's
don't
sort of good.
What?
It's sort of good. in that
Yeah,
aspect,
no,
like,
exactly, but-
Screw you, people.
yeah, you quit for a reason. Like, but
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true. You'd probably like drink at some point. You'd never drink it again or
oh flip.
eat it
yeah.
again because it'd be discontinued. Like bingo bars.
Oh yeah. Still don't know what they are, but yeah.
You will. Oh, honestly, like you're missing so much in them. And
Yeah.
it's just
It's just some. I thought I see that sort of stuff. It just makes you think it's weird.
it's sort of you've traumatized me now because you got me thinking about 30 years ago, and you've got me thinking about I'm not even 30, but 90s, and then bingo bars still aren't back.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got. What else is there to do now? Like in life, what's the point?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've ruined the entire. This is the worst episode ever. This is like ruined my entire like life, childhood, everything.
It's just a really strange thought. I don't know. See those sort of wee. I don't know. Like, they're not even like big things. They're just like wee things.
It's the little things that make the big impact.
Yep.
That's what they
Yep.
say.
Yep.
Well, as you were talking about toys here, I've got one here, right?
Yep.
If Buzz Lightyear didn't believe he was a toy, why did he freeze whenever a human would walk by?
That always annoyed me. You know.
So one of the things I was watching the film was like, if this guy truly believes he's a space cadet, which he probably is, like in his mind, he's
Yeah. Yeah. it's
Gone.
away, yeah.
why would he just go, "What? No,
Yeah.
stop, human"?
And he's coming.
Yeah. Like, he's surely got to be like, well, that's okay. He can come and tell me, and I can go and get rid of you people. You know.
Does he not like ask for the leader whenever he jumps up? Yeah. He's in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's a strange one, like.
But then, does he like is he doing? I don't know if it was this episode or another, but where we spoke, where he just sort of like do what everybody else is doing. Is he just like, oh, everyone's doing it, so I'm gonna do it too?
Like a sheep.
Yeah.
I don't know. Unless he was thinking like,
Also, the story wouldn't have worked. It would have been Toy Soldiers 2 if he was just.
I would
like,
have loved that.
Was there two? No, there was never two of that one.
I don't think so, but I loved the
yeah.
film Toy Soldiers. It was
It
brilliant.
was great, but that's what I mean. Like, he could have just
I
been
can't
like,
remember any of the characters in it.
like there was like Sarge.
Captain Hazard.
Was
No.
that the guy?
Hazard.
Was Sarge not one of them?
Sergeant
Oh,
Hazard.
Sarge is Toy Story. Sorry, my fault. Sorry, you're talking about Toy Soldiers.
Yeah.
Well, there was the guy with like the horns out the side.
Archer?
Of his head. Archer.
Ah, I love
Well
that
done.
film. I
Nice.
love that film.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh, so
there's
good.
him, and he was good.
Sergeant Hazard, I think, was one of them.
And then they got the wee boat, and I was like, bye bye.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy that could chuck down the garbage disposal as well?
I think so.
No, he got chucked into the sink and she turned the garbage disposal on and just gets grinded up into this.
Was he a bad one?
Oh, he's a bad one. Like,
Okay.
yeah, very bad man.
I'll need to watch that again, you know, because what a great film.
I hope they reboot it.
And it's almost probably 30 years old.
Yeah, it would be.
That's frightening. It'll be 20 at least, I reckon.
95,
It'll be around 20 years old. Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
That's
But yeah,
mad.
that was a long time ago.
It's good though, wasn't it?
I
Remember he
remember
gets shot in the leg with a wee
The
pins or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like goes down his leg, and you're like, oh.
It looks so sore. Imagine if your toys actually did that. Like that's one thing I've always wondered whenever you watch Toy Story and stuff. I know
Yeah.
it's like it's a film and it's stupid. It's animated as well.
Yeah.
It's not real. But you're like, I remember as a kid, I used to like open my door and then just like,
Ah, gotcha.
yeah, I used to, just to be on the safe side because you never know. Like I always thought, like if I have a little dog thing like walking about, I'd be like, is he doing that because I wind them up, or is he just doing it because he can do it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I love imagination. It's the best.
It's strange.
So
I don't think I like it anymore.
I used to. Were you ever in my old house? Like,
I was in your old house,
Yeah.
but like in your kitchen probably.
oh, okay. Well, in my old room, there was like a wardrobe that was like built in. You could literally like walk into.
Yeah.
I remember whenever I was like younger.
That's a bit stupid. You walk in the wardrobe for.
It was great. 'Cause
I'm
it
joking.
was really big. But, oh, no. You can walk into any wardrobe. But what
This is the one made for that.
specifically, we were like, we need one that we can just walk into. just cause. But
Okay.
it's sturdy. It should last 20 years.
Yep.
But what do you call it? So I was
Not
in
with
the
this
wardrobe.
noggin anyway.
I used to set like toys up and be like, I think I'm gone. But I'm not gone.
Hide in your bed and all, just with a little slit, just going.
Yeah,
I
there
can
was.
see
It
them.
was like, you know, the blinds that were like, I don't really know how to, is
Venetian blinds.
that what they're called?
The like horizontal ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like those, but obviously you couldn't like move them. They were just the way they were. Don't keep doing that action. No one can see it.
Yeah, I can
But-
see it though, but
you
it's,
know what I mean.
it's good for the story for me.
But yeah. So like I would sit and like look and be like, go on, move, do it.
But the thing is, like, you'd never be prepared for that moment. You'd be like,
Mom, demon.
but you'd be so scared because you'd be like, I know you can't see my face actions right now, but I would be so scared. I mean, what if your Xbox came alive and started talking to your PlayStation? What if they had an argument? I'm better. No, I'm better.
I'm worse. I'm faster.
I work with the TV better. He's my friend.
Guys, we love you both.
Oh dear. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be so scared if that was to happen. Like, JD and his motorbike over there.
He just gets up and he's
Pew,
like,
pew, pew,
"Aw."
pew. You never know. Like,
Oh my
I think it's
word.
crazy.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
well-
know what you mean.
well,
But
there you go.
back to Buzz, we have no idea.
No
but
idea.
just for the story, it works.
For the story, it works, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't like him anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh my word, that's hilarious. I as well sort of stay on the whole gadget thing, and again, this is a bit of a weird one. So I've actually got two. I'll put two in this because one of them's just a fact that I know,
Okay.
and then I'll just sort of add in. So, so Mars is the only known planet in our solar system solely inhabited by functioning robots.
And
So
it has
obviously
has a chocolate bar as well.
we've yeah, because we've obviously put them up there.
And we've got
but
galaxies too.
To link in with that, if you are, I think it's
Ooh.
2000. What?
Did you hear that?
Your
That's
stomach?
it, yeah.
No,
I start again.
if you're-
Strikes back.
If you're listening, you're born before 2004, I think it is, or after 2004 or after, then you've never lived on an Earth that is the only place that's solely inhabited by humans, because we actually have had the space station orbiting Earth in space for around 14 years.
Oh wow.
So providing you live, there's always been humans up there. We have technically civilized that
Space.
particular part of space.
That's kind of cool.
So therefore, if you've lived on the Earth
After 2004.
for less than say 14 years,
Yeah.
and you've never known somewhere that we have only civilized or conquered, if you like,
That's kind of cool.
Earth. Weird.
So we're happy then. We're okay. We're part of that.
Yep.
We're part
So
of
we
that.
remember like pre
Post.
we remember
We-
post.
yes, I look. I
Remember
think
post
so.
before email. No, yeah, we remember like a world that was we only had like we remember a world before the space station basically. Well, maybe don't remember, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, 2004.
Nothing's really changed though.
No, but it's just an interesting thing because we are like there's constantly a team up there, so
Yeah.
like we like live there essentially.
Well, we don't.
Well, I would love to
Yeah.
for a bit, but
Even
anyway,
for even like a
Yeah.
week.
Mars is the only
Come
one.
on, stay over, please.
See you in 4 days.
Yeah, right now. That's just a long trip, isn't it? Need a good playlist for this one
My mum wants me home.
for dinner.
But
That's
tomorrow.
kind of strange. Like 2004.
I think it's around then. But that was definitely because I remember asking a woman in work, "What age is your son?" He was like 15. I was like, "Fun fact for him."
Oh really? Oh, that's kind
No,
of
he loves all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
Like,
does he?
he like sends like he'll tell her a fact to tell me, and then I'll tell her a fact to tell him, and we just
So you
like
just trust
trade-
that kid's life
We just
then,
traded
basically.
facts. He's like sitting at home being like, "Ooh."
I've got robots surrounding me. It's
But
kind
yeah,
of sad.
so Mars is the only one that is solely inhabited by functioning robots, which is really weird because obviously they want to get people there eventually, but at the moment
Could you imagine
like
eating a
rovers
Mars
and
bar on Mars?
that'd be so cool. That's like eating dirt here. What are you doing? Eating Earth on Earth?
But
That sucks compared to Mars.
you wouldn't do that.
But you could.
Well, loads of kids did it, I'm sure.
Quite frankly, Mars has the better deal.
And then you could eat a galaxy whilst traveling to Mars.
Nice.
That's just class, like, isn't
That's
it?
cool.
Remember the flight bars as well?
No. I don't remember. I don't know how you know all this stuff.
What? It's just normal stuff you need to
You
know.
can eat arrows on the way up. You're still there. I don't like arrows, so I wouldn't do that. But
Do you like arrows?
no,
Oh, good
not a
God.
fan.
Well, flight bars, you could eat one of them as you're taking off.
Okay, fair enough.
What?
No,
You can? Flight, galaxy, Mars. It's a lot of
a
chocolate.
lot of galaxies because that would take quite a while to get there.
You wouldn't need. You'd need one, wouldn't you? You wouldn't have like
Just
five.
take your time on it.
One a day. Just nibble, put it in the fridge.
For 4 years.
Just hold it outside for a bit. Open the window. I've got one here, right? So, what would a room made of mirrors look like if there was nothing in the room to reflect except other mirrors?
Would it be infinite?
Well, it would just be a room full of mirrors. So just imagine a square room with mirrors on the wall without any gaps in it. Like there's no frame in the mirror. It's just
It would
all.
look like that bit in Star Wars. When Rey goes to the mirror thing. And she sees like
Well-
herself like a million times.
Yeah, but there's like what like.
Well,
Have you ever been inside like a soundproof room?
No. There is a room though that's completely soundproof, and apparently like
It's
you can
horrible.
Only, you can only spend like so long in
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable.
before you go like nuts because you can actually hear your blood flow,
Yeah,
which is weird.
it's. Have you seen the room?
No.
It's kind of cool. It's like loads of spikes and stuff coming out because that's just how the sound would sort of.
Like, is it a few minutes like people spend in it, and they're like, I can't do this anymore?
I don't know how long it is, but I know people do feel really uncomfortable whilst being there for quite a long time.
Yeah, like absolute silence.
I
It's like
think a
that
long
bit in Rick
time.
and Morty with absolute level. He goes insane. I think
Well-
I've mentioned it before.
I think it's probably time. If there's no clocks in there, so you wouldn't bring your phone
True.
in either. So time would go very very slowly, and if you're constantly thinking and hearing things that you really shouldn't hear or think of,
It'd be
then
gross, wouldn't it?
I think we're like you walk in. I can spend half an hour in here, no problem. You go in 2 seconds. Oh,
Don't like this.
what time's it now? You know that's the thing. But then mirrors, you couldn't really like do an awful lot.
Well, the light would never stop reflecting,
Yeah,
so surely it would be an infinite.
it'd be like an infinite.
You would never not.
But then, would you be able to find the door then?
Good point. I don't know. Have you ever been in those like
The
Yeah.
fun house
the
places.
glass? I remember I've got this memory of whenever I was a child in one of those fun houses, and probably in Carrick Fair, and I couldn't get out.
Oh really?
I was like running in the glass and all like.
Like
I
you see in,
remember-
like
I
you see on
remember being
YouTube.
What?
Like you see on YouTube all these
No,
kids
like
running the glass.
legitimately, like I remember seeing, like this is the one bit I remember of it. I remember seeing my parents.
The reflection.
No, like on the side,
Ah.
and like just I was like, that's the way out. And I just got really confident and just like damned her, and it was like thump, just hit glass.
See people like oh my days, see like patio doors.
Oh my word!
See?
Yeah.
I
They're
can't
the
stop
best.
it. Like see people walk in. I feel so bad for them, but I can't stop laughing at the same time.
Oh,
It's like how do you just like a dog? You can't see that.
I don't know, but I just remember I must have been about like 5 or something.
Well, that's fair play. That's a mirror.
It wasn't her.
Oh,
It was glass. It was glass. Like it was one of those glass mazes, and like obviously you're supposed to like feel your way out, but I was like, there they are, doof. See, thinking back, it probably wasn't even like clean glass,
Well, you wouldn't really.
but I
think
was
of
just
it.
so confident that was the way out, and I just remember like walking into it and being like, whoa, and then crying.
But then
Couldn't
you don't
get
wearing
out.
glasses as a kid though.
No.
Oh.
I didn't need glasses till I was 20,
Oh really?
yeah,
Oh wow.
I think.
Well, there you go.
Well, I probably did need them. I just didn't go to the opticians.
Do your glasses? What?
Who said that?
Is it my mind?
Who's here?
I'm sorry, but I still just think if you walk into this bit of glass,
Honestly, it's one of those memories I have that I just remember. Like, I just remember being in complete shock because I like hit the glass and was like, "Whoa, that shouldn't be there." Yeah.
It's that sudden reaction though.
Yeah.
It's that sudden. It's so bad. I'm just thinking of all the YouTube videos I've seen now, just all the kids just like.
Yeah, no, like you look around as if what?
You're so disoriented.
Yeah.
What's happening?
What has stopped me? Like a force field. Legitimately.
Could you imagine though? You hit it and then you're like, oh, you went to feel it and it wasn't there anymore.
Oh, no, that would be
You'd be like, oh,
like some fighting Darth Maul sort of thing.
yeah,
The walls appear and disappear.
yeah. Oh, that's. Oh,
Yeah.
I need to get some composure here. Oh dear, that's so bad.
That's fun though.
Right, I've got one.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try. Okay, either there has always been something, or at some point there was nothing. Both of these scenarios are unfathomable and seem impossible, but clearly at least one of them isn't. How do you explain it?
I know, it is weird, isn't it? Like at one point there was literally nothing and it exploded, or
I think there was one point there was a bit of glass in front of you and you walked into it and then you're like, oh,
I wasn't
and
there.
then it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't really know.
It's like the way we can't fathom the fact the universe is constantly growing. Like we can't fathom something that never ends. Like it has to have a finish.
Yeah.
Like we can't imagine that.
But then you think about the world and like you said, obviously the universe is expanding, but where's it expanding to?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like where's the end? Where's the stopping point?
Exactly. Like, or does it just never end? But we can't grasp that. Like we think it has to have like a brick wall or glass at the end that you walk into and it stops you.
Yeah.
Like eventually. Yeah, it's weird.
I don't like thinking about these things because it sort of annoys me because we're never going to find out.
No.
But in, like say 1,000, 2,000 years time, people, if they are still here.
Yeah, fair point. If we haven't all destroyed everything we love and
Exactly,
made and whatever.
But it, like, we've only got to like what Mars so far, like human.
No, humans haven't been on Mars.
Well, but eventually that's the end. Like that's where they're planning
Oh,
to
that's
go.
where they want to go. Yeah.
That's
And probably
like-
in our lifetime they will.
Yeah, but like you think how long it takes them to do that, and then there's still loads more out there.
Yeah,
Like,
but
how on earth are you gonna get that done?
space
It's like
is still
it's like
fairly
sea.
young.
It's like the ocean. If we can't even explore the majority of the ocean, how are we gonna explore the majority of space?
Practice.
It's a lot of practice. A trial and error. I just
Well, we
said,
only went to the moon, what, like 60 years ago? 40 years ago?
yeah, but still, it's still
So,
quite
like,
a long time ago.
We've moved like really quickly in a short space of time, but obviously like, pardon me, as you say, like we just don't have the capability to go further. But obviously we have the imagination to because we have like Star Trek and Star Wars and Lost
But
in
that's
Space.
all myths, and that's not myths.
But
that's all
everything-
fake. It's not like
Yeah, but it could be real eventually. Like there's nothing to say it won't be. Like if you think about the likes of, I don't know, like Back to the Future and all that. Whenever they see
hoverboards.
all that sort of stuff, like we sort of can do that now. So
We'll go back in time.
no, we can't do that yet,
Go.
if at all. Surely if we could, then we'd already have seen someone that's done
Maybe
it.
we already are.
Yeah, that's another weird one, isn't it?
Don't like these questions. It's making my mind think too much. And it's far too early for this sort of stuff. You need to be like having like 4 or 5 pints. You need to be like at least like 12 o'clock. Well, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, because then you'll figure it out. obviously.
Exactly. That's the only
Obviously.
time, that's the only time you ever figure these things out. You know, you never do it whenever you're sober and you're like, what time is it now? Well, it's 20 past 1, but still, that's still it's
Yeah.
weird. It's 1. I said 1. That's weird.
Why?
I just said 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Time travel.
12 hours ago. I said this at 1 o'clock this morning. I don't know. It's strange out in space. I don't
Yeah.
think I'd love to go, but I think I get lost.
Yep.
Not me. I'd step
I'm,
out of the place and be like, "Oh,
I'm gonna stick with space for my one. Right.
Okay.
So the pillars of creation are things the Hubble telescope seen in 1995. If you haven't seen it, look it up because they're incredible. Like, it looks amazing. But essentially, they haven't actually existed for about 6,000 years. What are we laughing at? The glass?
I can't. It's just your face. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing it now.
No. It's just. I just. I just feel so bad. So it's like, oh, there you go.
Wee man. I know. Probably didn't need glasses then.
Yeah, well, no one can see glass.
Like, well, if you haven't seen the end of Sherlock, pause it for a sec or skip 20 seconds.
Sherlock, what the
Yeah,
film?
with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
Have you seen that? No.
no, I don't like him.
You know the way he's like stupidly like good at noticing things and whatever.
What, Sherlock Holmes? Yeah,
At the end of the film,
not Benedict Cumberbatch.
at the end of the film, at the end of the series, he basically, I think it was the last episode anyway. His sister is like in this mental asylum, and there's like glass, and he doesn't notice there's not glass.
Really?
Yeah, and you're
Sherlock?
Like,
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
Like, okay, that's believable.
Well, if Sherlock can do it,
I don't know,
fair play. If
I don't
Sherlock can
know.
do it, then everyone else can do it, I suppose.
but anyway, glass. No, pillars of creation. So they found them in 1995. They haven't actually existed for about 6,000 years, but we can still see them. So what we can see at the moment is there's a cloud of dust that's very slowly moving towards it.
How do these things like do people just go, oh yeah, no.
Well, they'll notice it obviously over the last 23 years, but like basically
That's 6,000 years though.
they know it hasn't existed for 6,000 years because at the rate this cloud is expanding, it would have been destroyed 6,000 years ago, right?
Right.
But because this is 7,000 light years away, we haven't seen it, and we won't see it get destroyed for another 1,000 years.
It's like that sun then, isn't it really?
The whole thing where the sun, what is it? It's 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Takes 8 minutes. The sun we see was actually 8 minutes old, and it could have went out 8 minutes ago. And we
wouldn't have known. The
No.
world could have ended 8 minutes ago and we're still
Well, it will end in X amount of minutes.
yeah.
Basically, I thought that was really interesting that because of obviously the further away you look, the further away you're looking into the past, and the way light works.
Well, it's the same thing with sound as well. Sure, it's everything. They all
Yeah.
have the same.
It's
sort of-
weird. And obviously, was it speed of light's 300 million meters per second or something like that?
something like that.
But like basically, that is how far away this thing is, and we know it's gone, and we know it went 6,000 years ago, but we won't actually see it happen until we are all long gone.
Sounds weird.
Which means the person who discovered that will never see
yeah, what they
that's
discovered.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like that film with is it John Malkovich? No, is it John Malkovich? It's called The Film That You'll Never See, and it's put in a vault, a time locked vault, and it won't be unlocked for another 100 years. Is it John Malkovich?
Never heard of it.
I think it's John Malkovich, either John Malkovich or Sir Ben Kingsley. It's one of the two. But basically, they're in this film that is never going to be seen by anyone alive right now, which is weird.
That's kind of
Or
strange.
nobody that
well,
was
obviously,
alive,
well,
100 years ago.
114 years old. I've seen the film. It's been 84 years.
But yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool one. It just puts into perspective.
It's kind of strange. Like
Yeah.
6,000 years and no one. It's so annoying that people have given this information to people that will never see it.
Yeah,
Like
but
keep it to
obviously
yourself.
passed
So then
on.
keep it to yourself, and then like put it in like a little vault or something, and then tell someone, like one person.
So the Pillars of Creation, Google it. Looks amazing.
That sucks. Like you shouldn't have told me that because now I'm annoyed.
No, I'm sad.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some strange things out there that you don't really. I'm sure there's loads. Like I mean, loads of things that we're probably never going to see, but
Yeah.
NASA still have under the wraps.
Probably. The Hubble
else?
telescope's pictures are amazing though.
Yeah.
Because it's like such deep space. It just looks amazing.
I just want to go there.
Deep space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you never know what you're going to find.
I know, that's true. There's like wee penguin galaxies and stuff. They're cool if you look them up.
Penguin galaxies.
Yeah, they look like wee penguin. Looks like a penguin.
Could you imagine penguins live there? But they're like
That's where they're from.
they're
aliens that
they
crash
can't
land.
fly, but they can soar through space without a care in the world.
Like a missile, you just let them go.
Could you imagine?
I'm going home.
That's strange. There's one here, right?
Mhm.
So the word Q.
Yeah. Queue, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the need for it?
What do you mean?
Well,
Means a
what's-
lie.
Yeah, but why don't they just call it a Q?
They do.
Like the letter?
Q here.
Well, but then you'd find people that would be like, where?
Yeah.
Where's the Q?
Where is it? Yeah.
And that'd be annoying. But there's another one like sent as well. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like the top 10 stoner questions or something this appeared on. But it was like, what's silent in the word sent, the S or the C?
Yeah. Which I figured out.
Which you did figure out.
Without Googling it, by the way. I only Googled it today.
Yeah, you told us yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So my
and-
thinking behind it was,
But I thought the exact same thing too. I was like, well, that
you
makes
smell
sense.
it, so it begins with S, so I'm going to go that the C is silent.
Yeah.
Whereas it actually works out that whatever smell is in Latin is like scent tier or
Yeah.
something like that. And then the C was added in the 17th century for apparently no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it's literally just to be there.
So the C is just
Well, I suppose it's to separate the word sent, as in sent to you.
cool.
Mm.
Right, you might have just discovered something there. Never thought of that.
That's what it is.
Cool.
I didn't discover.
I read that they never figured it out. Like they were just like for some unknown reason the C was added in. But that makes sense. I never thought of that.
Strange. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure I've seen that before, but yeah. But it's the same thing with like loads of words with stupid letters in them. Like
Yeah.
why do words start with P but like start with N?
Pneumonia,
Pneumonia,
pneumatic.
pneumatic, knee.
Yeah.
Like what's the need for
Knight.
What's the need for them?
Knigget, actually. You're gonna say it right. Yeah. What?
I just don't understand them.
Yeah, it's weird.
It annoys me so much. Like, what person have went? That needs something else.
That doesn't. That just.
Because it
Put a
starts. It starts with N,
Yeah.
but it needs like a letter just to throw people off.
But then night, I suppose, is dark night, as in like nighttime, with a K on it. So that makes sense. Because you're saying scent, they put the C in to differentiate. Maybe that's what they're doing with night. But for, as you say, pneumatic, it's not like, oh, well, there's a pneumatic with an N. Put a P on that.
Yeah, but
Let's not get this confused.
But who decided to put P on it?
I don't know.
Not that they peed on it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh,
like-
guys. Who did that in my drill?
But someone's obviously went. A P.
P's not used enough. Put it on pneumatic.
It's just so annoying. Like I just don't understand it. It just. What?
I don't know.
People
there will
like-
be a reason, though.
I don't think there will be a
If
reason,
you
like a
Google
proper
it,
reason.
It'll
That'll
be something to do with Latin. I would almost put money on it.
just because everything falls down the Latin with the English dictionary or the
Yeah.
English language.
Yeah. And most languages. Like Spanish and French are very
Yeah,
heavily
yeah, right enough actually.
in with Latin. But yeah,
That sort of annoys me though.
it's also a dead language. Everyone else has been like, I'm just going to take all that from it. And it's like, no, don't kill me. And then you're dead. So,
Well, that's a great idea. Looking like, and you're dead. And that's it.
bye. Yeah.
No, it does my head in. Like Q U E
Yeah.
for pull Q. Q U.
No, it's not.
You got C U E for
Yeah.
pull Q. Q U E. Q U E.
Don't hurt
U E.
yourself, you're alright.
Q U E.
Yeah.
What's the name to add the U E on the end of it again? Like what's like?
I don't know. It's
I
a
just
really
I just
long
hate the word. I just hate it.
Maybe it's because like Q's are long. Stick more letters on that.
It's just stupid. There's just no need for them. Like 4 silent letters in one word. It's just.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Why don't you just put it before the Q? Q.
Yoke.
But sure, it wouldn't matter if you put them before or after.
If they're silent.
Yeah.
True.
It should just revolutionise the complete English
Spelling
language.
of the English language.
Yeah.
They're gonna listen to this and be like, huh, fair point.
Put pneumatic, put the P at the end.
Silent P.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Friends. Everybody's like making up a dinosaur. He's like, spell whatever.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, that doesn't exist. Spell it. And he's like, sorry, that starts with a silent N.
But then sure he says to your woman.
Charlie, and then she's like, well, I suppose it makes sense because of
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah. Yeah.
Those people annoy me.
Yeah. I suppose
That's never going to
that's where
happen.
the whole Latin thing's gonna come into this, isn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm not gonna.
But,
I'm gonna research it after you go.
Do.
I'll tell
Because
you.
I would love to know why pneumatic has a P on it.
I would
Why
love to know.
pneumonia has a P on it.
Yeah.
But they'll have something to do with each other. I can almost guarantee it.
Well, if they do, then screw the person for doing it. I hate them.
I've got one here. I suppose this will almost finish us up. But basically, this one links back to our last episode.
Okay.
So if you're given £1 for every second you're alive, right?
Okay.
At under 2 weeks of age,
Well, £1 of what? Like feathers, or just
£1 sterling or $1, one whatever currency.
can you change it?
This is just for exemplary purposes. So you're being given £1 sterling
I know
for every
what
second you're
sorry.
alive, right from birth.
Okay.
So at less than 2 weeks old, you're going to be a millionaire.
Yep.
So obviously, eventually, that's going to build up, build up, build up. So when do you become a billionaire? What age, roughly, do you reckon?
Old.
31 years old. So 1 million seconds is 11 days, but 1 billion seconds is 31 years. We have not lived a billion seconds yet. There's a thought for you,
That's mad.
isn't it?
Also annoys me that we were born with like that sort of
Wealth.
giving you well I don't think anyone has that sort of wealth to give you.
Billions? Yeah, they do.
Well, not from like unless you're like born into like Bill Gates' family or someone
Yeah.
that's absolutely mad. But
Yeah.
if your parents had to give you £1 every day if you were alive, then
It'd be really hard, wouldn't it?
yeah, you
I don't
wouldn't-
think it's physically possible.
you
No, it's every
wouldn't be living
second. Every second.
every
you're-
second you're
Yeah,
like,
every second. So
come on, let's just go.
this
come
beer's
on.
costing me a fortune. No,
That's what the nappies. That's crazy. 31 years old before you're a billionaire.
yeah, but at 11 days old, you're going to be a millionaire. So that's the difference between having £1 million and having £1 billion. That is insane.
Yeah, sort of puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
Just after we were speaking about obviously the lottery last week,
Yeah, the lottery's a
The-
big thing. Like, but I mean, if you won $1 million,
it's life changing because you won't earn that in your life, but to become a billionaire, and you hear about it so often now, like you just think like a billionaire, you're like, we have loads of those, but think how much money that is.
yeah, it's loads of money.
Like Jeff Bezos, what we spoke about him in another episode. He's worth like what $140 billion.
Ah,
140 billion dollars, not like million said with a cold. $1 billion.
I don't have the cold.
Like that is just insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Like, but yeah, that's a wee sort of
Just
mind.
imagine the amount of things you would. Like,
No, you can physically do anything you want with that amount of money. Like pretty much buy anything. I'm pretty sure you could buy like England. And how much are you worth? Oh, like I don't know, 100 billion. Cool. Here.
here's the docket to England.
You now own the deed.
I don't
But,
know. I think I'd buy like loads of Xboxes and test the internet.
You could probably make a new internet.
I wouldn't know where to start. I'm like,
There's a-
I'm like He-Man with the plugs.
well, if you think about the whole, what they're trying to do at the minute is make everything that has the capability to have Wi-Fi. Like it's the idea at the minute of getting all the satellites up in space is that if you can connect everything, then there
To
doesn't
everything.
need to be a centralized internet.
Yeah.
So like now we have laptops, phones, tablets. We have TVs with internet. We have fridges with internet. We have literally pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So the whole point is
Kettles,
yeah, literally
clocks,
everything. Cars have it now.
Yeah.
So the whole point they're trying to this
Yeah.
whole race into space is that there won't be a centralized internet. So no one's gonna actually like be able to police it as such. It's gonna be.
That's kind of worrying all the same though as well.
It
'cause
does come with scary things, but at the same time, it should then make it cheaper because you're not buying it off or free almost.
Yeah, but at the same time, it could go down at any point, or it could change at any point. Someone could hack it at any
You
point.
just keep the old one just in case as a backup. But
Just plug it in.
but,
I've got 4 bars. Yes.
there
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing to think about. Like,
you go. But
So-
that
I'm still sort of baffled about that. $1 billion.
it's a lot of money. But yeah, you'd be 31 years old before you would have $1 billion, and
That's
that's
still
still
young.
and obviously you didn't spend anything.
Well, that's still young.
But think about it, like
Even if he did, though.
Mark Zuckerberg was like in his 20s whenever he made his first billion. He was one of the youngest billionaires ever. Self-made billionaires ever. Yeah, crazy. But yeah, something to think about. That's what this whole episode was about.
I hate these episodes. I never do them again.
My head's broke.
It's not even that. It's just whenever you think about things, like whenever you go, you'll be sitting here till about 9 o'clock, just going, What's the point? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be sitting here thinking about Q the rest of the night, googling
Yeah.
everything, wondering why pneumatic and all, and then why I haven't got $1 billion
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. You're not 31 yet.
No, but even when I am 31, I don't have $1 billion either.
Not with that attitude.
Not with any attitude. I don't think I can guarantee. Even if I was to make Facebook, I can guarantee I still wouldn't have a billion. I'd be
Definitely
like,
not. You'd be done for copyright. It's already done.
well, not even if I did do the whole Facebook thing,
Yeah.
I would probably have made like 20 quid
Yeah.
because I just be like, you could just take it. It's not gonna take off.
Oops.
Ah,
It's like
dear.
that guy who sold all his Apple stocks in '91.
Really?
Yeah, for like $100,000 or something, and he would have been worth billions now. Apparently, he found it very, very difficult to get any jobs in the tech industry after that because they were like, idiot, you don't know anything.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. That's it's pretty bad that how earning that much money can impact your career.
Yeah, just poor decisions. I mean, obviously he wasn't to know. Well,
You
he
should.
should've.
You should really know though.
Well, either way, he sold them for like next to nothing, and they're worth literally billions now. So
That's just life for you.
whoops,
When life gives you lemons, you don't just throw them away.
sell them for $100,000.
Well, if you could sell lemons for 100 grand, you'd be sweet.
Yeah,
But yeah, fair play to the fella. Like, he got 100 grand, he probably got a good wee holiday out of it, and that was it.
probably.
That was a shame. Well, yes, thank you very much, folks. We will catch you in the next one. Cheers for listening.
Bye.